This is the P10 Ultra. It's a robot vacuum cleaner and mop system with a self-cleaning station. We're gonna get this open today. We're gonna talk about the self-cleaning station. We're gonna talk about the mopping function and the vacuum function and actually test it out and see how great it works. So let's get into it. Okay, now we've got everything unboxed. I've got everything connected to power. I've got everything ready. I'm now going to connect to the app. In the instructions, there is a QR code. You just take a photo of that and it's going to direct you directly to the app and you're going to start downloading it. Okay, while it's charging up, I'm gonna go over a couple of these features and let's actually talk about what we're working with here. So it does have dual rotating mops. It scrubs with constant pressure and high speed spinning to erase stubborn stains. Where it detects corners or edges, the robotic arm extends right up to the wall to clean and then retracts again to avoid bumps and then extends out again to finish the job. With 18,000 PA of suction power, it handles dust, hair, cat litter, even deep carpet debris. It automatically adjusts suction, avoids or boosts on carpets, and even doubles up when it really matters. See, the all-in-one dock, it does it all. Hot water mop, washing, hot air drying, self-cleaning, dust collection, water refills, waste removal, completely hands-free. And let's talk about the technology. It sees your home in 3D with LiDAR. It uses AI vision and structured light. So it avoids obstacles, detects furniture, and navigates with precision. Even in low light or tricky terrain, it's gonna have no problems at all. Now, we all spill stuff in our house, and say you spill something sticky, well, it recognizes over 100 different types of dirt and debris. It adjusts from targeted scrubbing to precise suction with crisscross re-cleaning. And you'll find that crisscrosses over itself the way it maps the pattern that it's going to clean. Hair tangles, gone. See, the base actually cuts hair off the main brush automatically, safely, and keeps everything clean. It's basically hands-free, hassle-free, fully automatic. So while it's vacuuming my bedroom, I do want to talk about the app a little bit. I'm gonna screen record this, throw it up here, and then I'm gonna go through some of the features so you understand what type of control you have with the app. So once we jump into the P10 Ultra itself, you do have a bunch of different features and functions, different ways you can control it. First of all, you are gonna have a bunch of different shortcuts. This is gonna let you quickly select if you want mop, vacuum then mop, or use the AI feature. So if we're going to get started, this is going to give us a couple of different options as far as where we're going to vacuum. So either you can do your full layout, and this is just going to vacuum and mop absolutely everywhere. So you can choose rooms, and these rooms are actually automatically selected when it maps the original map. And this is very accurate. This is literally my different rooms. And then you can choose zone. So here you can customly move this around and expand it, and you can select just a zone. I think this is fantastic because I do have a rug over here that gets a little bit messier than say where I'm sitting under the table. So sometimes maybe I just want the vacuum to come over and just vacuum that bit, get some crumbs that my kids dropped, anything like that. So that's actually one of the most used features that I use. We can then choose if we want to use the AI mode. The AI mode is going to automatically detect the surfaces with dirt levels. So So it's gonna select if it should be vacuuming or mopping, if you're on a rug, a carpet, or if you're on tile, and it's gonna adjust everything accordingly or using AI. You can choose vac then mop. This is fantastic for vacuum clean and then mopping your surfaces. Through this you have a couple of different controls as far as the strength of the vacuum and how strong you want to mop. And then you can choose if it goes over once or twice as far as the whole cleaning. And then we can just vacuum. This is probably what you're gonna do more often, and then do the mopping in between. So another cool feature is you can actually access a camera that is on the vacuum cleaner itself. So that way you can see exactly where it's at. So maybe you don't know where it is and you want to see where it is, or maybe you want to use it to look under your couch. You haven't seen under your couch for a while, or you're not at home and you just want to see what's actually going on. Maybe you have a pet. You want to make sure it's not attacking the vacuum cleaner. And of course you do have control over your mapping as well. So you can actually make edits to it. You can change it from a 2D to a 3D map. You can set no-go zones. You can edit rooms. You can put furniture in place. So that way the more details you can give this, the better job it's gonna do in obstacle avoidance and making sure it's getting right up close to where it knows it can get up to. And it's fantastic that you have the ability to set those no-go zones in case you don't want it mapped there. So I did want to go ahead and test out a couple of these functions and features. So first thing I did was bring in some more coarse dirt from outside to see if it could actually adjust compared to like the normal kind of fine dirt. So it did actually recognize it and showed in the app with the AI. And then it actually increased the suction that it was using to make sure it could pick up those bigger pieces. Then I tested the obstacle avoidance by placing one of my kids' toys in front of it, and it adjusted with no issues at all. As you can see, it's still getting up super close and fine to it. Again, in the app, it took a photo and added it in the app so you could see why it veered off course and maybe why. Then of course, it does have a light, so it automatically detects when it gets dark, so maybe if it's going under a couch or something, or at nighttime. And it has no issues. It still picks up your furniture, obstacle avoidance. The light will allow it to operate just fine. So lastly, of course, you know, having kids, you spill stuff in the house a lot. In this case, you know, there's no reason to cry over spilt milk, especially when you have the P10 Ultra, because it can just adjust and then it can start using the mopping function and just clean that spill right up. So if you are interested in the P10 Ultra, we are going to be leaving a link in the description below. Head on over there to find out more information for yourself. Hit that like button, share this with a friend who you think may be interested in it, and comment below what your favorite feature was. Hit that subscribe button for more great reviews like this. I'll see you in the next one.